Today, it's Emma Mae, y'all. What is up, you heathens and demons, you beautiful, blasphemous people? Welcome back to A Raging Atheist. I'm your boy, Nakasuchi. And today, we're going to be looking at Emma Mae Jenkins again. But first, I want to send a shout out to my patrons. I'm putting all of my videos on Patreon first. Every tier can see my videos before I put them on YouTube. And if it's not out yet, I do have a special Patreon exclusive Halloween video of me and my daughter doing Halloween in the snow on Michigan. Look for that. If you'd like to become a patron, link is in the description below. Alright y'all, so like I said, once again it's time to get back into Emma Mae Jenkins. In the last video we saw the first question, maybe 2 questions I think it was, maybe 3 questions, can't remember, maybe 4, who fucking knows. And it's actually kind of pathetic because I just filmed that video. I'm filming all 3 of these videos in the same day. So, like, I really should know what I just filmed. But I do remember that I ended that video on a somewhat positive note, keeping along the lines of trying to, criticize but have empathy and understanding, and most importantly, expressing where I find value. So, I guess it's time to get back into it. Let's check out some Emma Mae Jenkins.
Question number 4. Okay, what is your favorite thing about Liberty University? And what is your least favorite thing about Liberty University?
Favorite thing, least favorite. Do you have yours?
I think so. Okay. Okay. So, my favorite thing about Liberty is how the Lord is sought first here. Just in our dorms, we have community group leaders where we every Wednesday night we have the opportunity to go and meet with a group of girls on our hall and open up God's word together and pour into each other and just be real with each other. So community is huge in the sense of we seek God first together. We have a campus pastor who just is intentional to pray over our campus and to pour into our campus, and just decisions that are made are done with a heartbeat of how can we seek the Lord. And I'm just really thankful to be on a campus that has that priority.
Alright, so we're to the part of the Q&A where she's going to talk about her college. And it's really sad to me, and we're going to get into another part where I'm going to be highly critical of Emma Mae and maybe even her parents, is that without a doubt, she is going to a college that is keeping her within her deeply fundamental evangelical bubble. She's going to college to learn more about being a Christian. And I think that that's fine, honestly, especially for a person like Emma Mae who seems to have a future ahead of her talking about Christianity. I think that that's fine. But I'm not sure how I feel about these colleges that are designed to keep people in that fundamental bubble and not bring in some secularism as well. And I don't know anything about this college, this Liberty University that she goes to. I only know what her and her boyfriend has said about it. And every indication that I get is that the indoctrination of Emma Mae Jenkins continues.
And I do not because we have to wear pants to class. And so it's whenever it's 80 degrees outside and pants, you want to wear shorts to class, I hate that. Yeah.
So guys, I truly for the last hour have been trying to think of my least favorite thing here, and that's just something really hard for me to think of. We thought of parking.
Parking
because
is terrible here.
I park really far, but I am having a hard time saying that's my least favorite. You're really seeing my 9 come out because, but because I love a good walk. You get your steps in. So I'm just taking this opportunity to say my least favorite thing is an opportunity to see the wonderful things within the hard stuff.
That is not a least favorite thing. That is, I like everything. And honestly, that's part of the Emma Mae Jenkins that I like. That's part of her quirkiness, her attitude that I like. I think she has a really good outlook on life. My problem is with her indoctrination and her fundamentalism. And another thing is I don't think she's being completely honest because she's a human being. There's going to be things that this college does that she's not necessarily going to like. But she doesn't really want to go there because she wants to keep this positive attitude. It's Emma Mae Jenkins, it's her brand, and I understand it. And as for Josh's statement, like the only thing he doesn't like is that he can't wear shorts, I kind of understand that. Well, I kind of can understand that because I haven't worn shorts in years. I got some really jacked up legs, don't like to show them to public. Might wear some shorts around the house, but I would never wear shorts in public anymore. But again, like I have to say, like, what kind of class loads are you having that you like everything about your school experience? School should be challenging. School should make you want to pull your fucking hair out as you're trying to teach yourself harder and harder things. University especially. So I don't think that it should be all roses and cream when you go to college. You shouldn't love everything about college. The only reason you would love everything about this college is that it placates to the deep indoctrination that both of you have.
Okay, question number 5. How does Emma's traveling affect y'all's relationship? This is a pretty good question.
How does it? She's not here. I don't know. It definitely it makes us really fight for one another in the sense of like having to be super intentional. And if Emma's gone, because there's been times that we haven't had a date in a month, and you just have to make the sweet small times together of walking to class or sitting in the library, and you have to make those times so special, just because we won't have that time together just of writing or traveling or whatever. But those times become so much more sweeter because whenever you say goodbye a lot, the hellos are so
Look
sweet.
forward to them.
Yeah, and so just being gone, it definitely makes you more intentional with each other.
Yeah.
All right, in this question, it was a sweet question, and it was a good answer on his part. I think I'm not going to diss his answer like I would have done in the past just to, get some laughs from you guys. I know that's kind of cheating you guys, but I'm trying to be better, especially when it comes to younger people. Like people that are older, the girls are girl-defined, they're adults, they can take a little bit of shit talk. But what this clip really speaks to is the main reason why we should be making response videos to Emma Mae Jenkins. She is a very popular leader of the Christian community. She is out there leading a youth movement, bringing more young people into a very evangelical, fundamental form of Christianity. And when I say that, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're the NIFB, that they hate gay people. I don't know. I can't see Emma Mae Jenkins hating gay people. But she's bringing these people into this narrative that the devil is everywhere and that you have to live a certain life in order to defeat the devil and go to heaven. That is a narrative, as the godless, as secular people, we should be fighting against, especially when somebody like Emma Mae Jenkins is sucking in more and more young people.
So true. And I think something that's been really encouraging to me is to see Josh being so supportive, realizing that the reason that I'm traveling is because I'm being obedient to what the Lord has called me to do. And so this is something that's bigger than us. We're being obedient to let God use us to bring heaven to earth, to lead people to have a genuine relationship with Him, to be a vessel of God's word to people.
Yeah.
So being with someone who has a vision that aligns with mine, of realizing, okay, she's traveling because she's being obedient to God, and so I know a way that I can be obedient to God is to encourage her in this season, to support her in this season, to build her up in this season, and so just getting to honor the Lord in that way with each other, of realizing that we're here for something bigger than us, and God has put us together for such a time as this to glorify Him, and that may look like traveling a lot, and may look like having a lot of weekends where we don't get to see each other. Therefore, we do get to be more intentional, but we realize that it's because God is doing something bigger than ourselves.
So here, Emma Mae Jenkins is basically telling you that her God is calling her to bring more people to God, of course. And I have to stand in opposition to that. I am an atheist, and I am able to see the harm that Abrahamic religions does to society. I'm able to see the good things that it does, but I can see the deep harm that it does. And the harm, in my opinion, far outweighs the good. So, of course, I need to stand in opposition to Emma Mae Jenkins. That doesn't mean that I can't like her as a person. It doesn't mean that I can't compliment her on her positive attributes. It doesn't mean that I have to be hateful and vindictive towards her, but I must stand in opposition of what she is representing to the youth of the country I live in and want to see more secular, not fundamental evangelical.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're a team, and she's my teammate, and anything that she can do to encourage me or I can do to encourage her is definitely done. But just because if it's in the middle of the day and she's in St. Louis doing a speaking event or whatever, and I'm just heading to class, I can send her a text just saying I'm thinking about you, and those light up her day.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so.
They do. Man, it, like Josh said this earlier today, but it's very powerful whenever you're thinking about someone, but you act on that thought. Like, I'm thinking about Josh, and so I'm gonna text him.
And again, I wanted to end this video with a positive clip. All right, so I've been highly critical of Emma Mae, of the youth movement she represents, of her deep indoctrination. So now I want to end it on a positive note. This is a good life lesson. And Emma Mae Jenkins is such a young person, and she's able to give this really good advice. It's one of the things I like about her, as opposed to people like Paul and Morgan or Girl Defined, who seems to give really shitty advice. If you care about somebody, you should take the moments out of your time to keep reminding them of that, because humans, we are frail creatures. Our mentalities are frail. We get jealous, we get suspicious, and the more open a relationship, the more you can talk with each other, the more you let her know that you're thinking about her, and she lets me know that she's thinking about me. That's only gonna help stem that natural human emotions. And it's one of the things that I really like about Emma Mae Jenkins is her advice usually does seem to be sound, as long as it's not religious advice, because her religious advice is based on deep fundamental indoctrination. But when she's just talking about life, she has a really good outlook on life, an outlook that I can appreciate. I'm more of a serious person. I have a really dark, sarcastic humor that a lot of people don't get, and I can really appreciate a genuinely bright, vivacious, funny person, even if I stand against her on everything she represents. And like I said, with that, we're gonna close this second video down. I got one more Emma Mae Jenkins video for you guys. Gonna be fun. I thought I was gonna go ahead and record all three today, but I think I'll record the third one tomorrow. So yeah. As always, I'm your boy Nakasuchi. This is A Raging Atheist. If you like my videos, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Share me on your social media. Comment in the comments section below. Let me know what you think about your boy. Let me know what you think about Emma Mae. Let me know what you think about the direction I've been going with Emma Mae. And as always, I'll see you soon.